get a little more close up. This one has continued growing. That's cool. I had a really dangerously long pointer finger. The whole finger is a little wonky. Oh, it's 43. So over the summer, my thumb got really long. Well, hello. It's a measuring video. It's the 29th of November, and it's been about 2.5 months since I measured my nails. I've had 3 breaks since then, 2 major ones. So although I'm not keeping track of the growth like I have done in the past, I still want to have a record of how long some of them have got, because you never know what's going to happen. So let's get a little more close up. The last measuring date was 16th of September, and the pinky is one of the breaks that's happened in the last 2.5 months. Also the thumb, obviously, and this pointer lost quite a lot of length as well. So the pinky on my right hand was 26, and it's lost a decent amount, which was a shame. So it's now 22, maybe 22.5, I think. Say 22.5, and that's so this is still not back up to what it was. This one has continued growing. So at the start of June it was 23 millimeters, and then it had grown to 30 millimeters in September, and now it's the end of November and it's 34. It's got to a really nice length. Middle finger again has just grown. It hasn't broken since it must have been some sort of time in June it broke, because it was 27.5. And then it was 23, and now it's 29, 28. This one goes really wonky. You can see the whole finger is a little wonky, and then the nail is wonky as well. And I've forgotten what I said it was. 25, 26, 27, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's grown 4 millimeters. So that's cool. Okay, this one is the one I have a patch on, and I painted my nails, and when I removed the nail varnish, the acetone took off the patch as well that I had on. And so I removed the patch, and then in the 10 minutes that I was living my life without a patch on the tiny crack that was on this nail, I managed to break it even further. So it now has a crack going about halfway across. So I don't have a lot of hope for this nail. It's looking very messy, and I have a feeling this will be the last time it measures long for a little while. So it was 22, it's now 26. I'm definitely noticing how I have long nails on both hands. I know my thumb is short, but I use these nails a lot on my dominant hand, and I'm starting to notice. One thing I find really difficult at the moment is pairing socks, if you have two socks and you sort of bend them into each other, I would always use my shortest nail to sort of stuff the sock. But I don't know why I can't do it with my thumb. I do it with my fingers. And yeah, I'm noticing when I do that my nails feel very long. So the thumb was 31. Obviously, I'm massively depressed about that. And it's now 15. We're not going to talk about that. We'll just move on. Left hand. So over the summer, my thumb got really long and then I lost a good half of it. And we are clawing back some length. So in September, it was 28 millimeters and now it's 33. That's cool. I really want this one to get long again. So this is another one that broke since September. I had a really dangerously long pointer finger, which sadly broke. And it was 38, it's now 27 and a half, let's say. 27 and a half. This, when I was painting my nails, I realised this nail is sneakily getting very long again. This, I think, I can't remember if it was, it's definitely one of the longest nails that I've ever had over the summer. So it's got 41 here, but it did grow longer than that before it broke. So last time I measured it in September, it was 31 and a half. Now it's 36 and a half. See? I don't know how clearly you can see that when I do that. 36.5. They're quite consistent really, aren't they? How much they've grown. That one's grown a little bit more maybe. This was one that was taken quite dinky and is slowly growing back. It was 25 and now it's, oh, is it 3? Yeah. So that's grown 5 millimeters. That's quite nice. In 2.5 months. 30 millimeters. This pinky was 43 and then I made a video where I had to trim it because it got a little imperfection at the end and it lost about 4 millimeters. So since September it was 43, it grew another millimeter to 44. Then I had to trim it, it went down to 40 and I'm not sure when that was. Whenever I posted that video, I'll put a thing here. Maybe someone can click on it and tell me when it was. So since then, we won't be back up to 43, but hopefully we're getting near. And I find this nail so difficult to measure because it curves in 2 directions. Oh, it's 43. So it's back to where it was when I last measured it. Not the longest it's been, but very close. 43. Cool. So the biggest growers have been these two, which grew 5 millimeters, and then the right hand seems to have just grown 4 millimeters. Why? Maybe it's just due to inaccuracies in my measuring skill. Anyway, I will stick this video in my playlist of all my measuring videos. So if you are interested in seeing some older ones, it will be almost a year, I think, since my first measuring video. So that might be a fun one to go back and visit, and maybe I'll do a comparison to that when the time comes round. Okay, cool. Thanks for watching.